G20 next week if he is there. Now, one thing he didn't address, Jim, is why he thought it was necessary to include in this statement today how the Saudis view Jamal Khashoggi, or at least some Saudis. He said that some of them view him as a member of the Muslim Brotherhood, as an enemy of the state. But he went on to say that didn't impact his decision. So the question is, why was that included? And we should note that Jamal Khashoggi's son has come out strongly to denounce that and said that is simply not true.
Listen, it's Saudi propaganda that was repeated from the president's mouth, implying that it was true. Pamela Brown, thanks very much from the White House. I want to bring the panel back now. And Scott Jennings, I want to go to you because the president creates, in effect, a false choice here. He says that if the U.S. were to hold Saudi Arabia responsible for this murder that he calls terrible, that the U.S. would then be abandoning Saudi Arabia. But the U.S. has complicated relationships with countries around the world, allies that it sometimes calls out. After all, this is a president who called out the NATO alliance for not paying its fair share, but did not abandon the NATO alliance. Why can't the president call out the Saudis for a horrible murder and maintain the relationship based on other shared interests?
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, we don't know what is going on behind the scenes as the United States and Saudi Arabia and Israel try to work out a peace plan that recognizes one of the biggest threats to the United States and to stability in the Middle East is Iran. And we have
but
one
that's not
true
what I asked you.
ally
I didn't say if there were other threats. I said, can the U.S. have a relationship with another country and call it out for reprehensible behavior and maintain that relationship, as this president has done with far closer allies of the U.S. and Europe? Why is that not possible?
Well, and my answer is we don't know yet, because we don't know what negotiations are going on behind the scenes as these countries try to work out a process to hold Iran in check. There's a missing piece of information here, and that is we don't know what the United States and Saudi Arabia and Israel are discussing as it relates to Iran moving forward.
I asked you, can you hold someone, accountable, a nation accountable for a horrible crime while talking about other shared interests? But let's move on. I mean, Phil, I want to ask you about another thing. The president in that statement, and Pamela Brown teed this up, and it's a very important point. He included what is an unfounded smear against Jamal Khashoggi, saying that the Saudis call him an enemy of the state. Let me just note, he was for years an advisor, a close advisor of the royal family, including the interior minister, on issues of national security. So if he was an enemy of the state, why did they keep him as an advisor for that long? And also this membership in the Muslim Brotherhood, as if that is the equivalent with terrorism. Why is Trump using rhetoric that is effectively Saudi propaganda here, that was living in the dark recesses of Twitter, frankly, until a couple of weeks ago? Why is the President of the United States including that gratuitously in an official statement from the White House?
I think this is pretty straightforward. The president has a potential interest in maintaining jobs in America. And to maintain jobs, he looks at the Saudis and says, if you make a tremendous mistake, forget about whether this person was a member of the Muslim Brotherhood, forget about whether he was an enemy of the state. This is murder. This is not just a killing of an opponent. This is murder.
I mean, the point is he brought up something that's not true, Jim, as a sort of backhanded justification for a brutal murder.
It doesn't matter. Let's say it is true. What difference does it make? A journalist was murdered. The president sees an interest in saying